You mentioned the name Lou in there, and for those that don't know, that's the infamous Lou Lamoriello, who is famously known as a real son of a bitch. And I think you gave the best analogy once upon a time where you said he's the George Steinbrenner of hockey. And for those that don't know
Yep.
George, he was the general manager of the New York Yankees, and sideburns can only be by no lower than the lobe on your ear,
Yeah.
mustaches only, clean shaven. Other than that, short hair. And can you give me, for those that don't know, a little insight on playing for Lou Lamoriello?
Yeah. Mattingly, I thought I told you to shave those sideburns. That's an old Simpsons softball episode reference. Wheeler, you probably got that one.
Oh, no, Trav
you know
did
what?
too. Believe me, he's just as good as you
All
are
right.
with movie lines.
All right. I love it. Yeah, Lou is a unique person in the game. I owe him a lot. My family and I owe him both a lot. He's always been loyal. But it's you have to learn how to play for him because he expects a certain thing. He's got rules, and I think once you get used to that and you understand, he's doing it to see who's going to fall in line. He's going to see he does these things: the short hair, the no facial hair, the time. If you're 5 minutes early, you're late with Lou. The bus will leave. I walked up during COVID when I was with the Islanders, and it was a 3:30 bus, and at 3:23, I walked out of the hotel, and the bus is pulling down the street, and I'm like, oh boy, and I actually caught up to it, and he let me on. I was like, of course, the first person I see on the bus is him, and I was like, oh shit. And he looks at me and he's like, I'm sorry, we left too. I was like, oh, okay. He apologized for leaving too early. I was like, whew, that could have gone the other way.
I'm only the lead singer.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, I was not. But yes, once upon a time. But you know what? I think there's certain guys who really appreciate that. There are a lot of guys who they don't want a million fan autograph signing things, season ticket holder events. They don't want the noise and the distraction. That's what Lou does. He tries to limit your distractions. He doesn't make you do a whole bunch of stuff. He doesn't make you go out and, do stuff for the fans and the team. I think as he's gotten older and the league's changed a bit, he's adapted as well. But I think he gives it to you exactly. He tells you what you need to know. And I think some guys appreciate that because there's certain guys who don't tell you much. You have no idea where you stand with them. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what the expectations are. With Lou, you know exactly where you stand, good or bad. And I think guys prefer that, even if it's bad, than sitting there wondering, like, what does this guy think of me? Does he care? Does he like me? Lou cares. And he's always kind of around. I've never seen a GM who's around as much as he is, but you never know where he is exactly. So it kind of keeps you on your toes a bit because you could turn a corner in the dressing room, there he is. And you're like, oh, you're just talking shit about the equipment guy or something. And it's like, oh, hey, Lou, what's up? Or you're on the airplane and you're sort of like, he's up there up front. And you're like, all right, well, so he's kind of this like omnipotent, force that I think guys in Jersey when I first got there were like terrified. They would, give the old LL, that's the symbol that like Lou's here or like he's coming. Or guys legitimately thought the rooms were bugged and video can't like there was a legit paranoia going on amongst the staff and the players that Lou was always watching, like Big Brother. And again, it went a little far, not far, but like
he was.
Yeah, exactly. Like he starts saying to them, guys like, and sure enough, like there's Lou around the corner. You're like, oh, good thing I didn't say anything there, because guys, that's what guys do. You get together and you BS and you complain and you whine. Like it's just part of the gig out in a long season. But at the end of the day, I have a lot of respect for him because he runs things a certain way and you know exactly where you stand. And he's very loyal. If you're loyal to him and you work hard and you show him that you're all in and that you're bought into what he's pushing and selling, then he will take care of you. Just like he signed me to my big contract in Jersey, and then I signed 3 subsequent deals with the Islanders with him. So I went 10 years of signing contracts with Lou Lamoriello only. So again, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you can decide, fans and other people. But it was a unique experience. I'm glad I got to because you do learn stuff from him because he does have that sort of. He's 81 and he's got this old sort of Italian mobster / Steinbrenner aura to him, and you're like, when this guy speaks, I listen. You're always kind of afraid of what he might say, so that's never a bad thing. Fear is a great motivator. Sometimes.
You're welcome for enjoying this clip, and you're welcome to click on more of them right here. There's lots of content available, new podcast every Sunday. Sign up for the Patreon page as well because that gets you what? Perks. That's it.